Camera's not on. All right, we're back from the lake. We got Tiger over here. Oh, sweetness. Oh, I know you don't want this. Oh, oh. Hi, Tiger buddy. Tiger says hi, everybody. He says, hey, hey, we're the monkeys. We like to monkey around. What is that? Oh. All right. There he is. There's the sweetness. He says, I smell the lake on your hand. Alright, we started digging out of the mesa area by the base. The mesa by the besa. I'm slightly proud of myself on that. So just so we can see where we're at. That was a bad takeoff. There we go. So we're trimming this down. We're trying to get it all this level. So we're wanting to cut right out of that stuff. So cut this whole little lump of stuff out. So that's kind of the plan. Oh, I stopped at Walmart today because I was going to the lake and I forgot a towel. So I had to stop and get a towel. And while I was there, I saw that they had more of these Minecraft bees, so I'm going to try and make a bee rallis for myself. Because the Minecraft bees are cool and all, but they're not as cool as the bee rallises. And that's a fact, Jack. Everyone knows bee rallis is the best version of Corrales. Oh yeah, that was good stuff right there. So we're trying to make it this level. And I came up with cutting it this level so I can get all that sand drop stuff. So I just kind of did a lot of random sort of mining here. Yeah, try and let some light in. See where... Oh, yeah, we already got a friend here. Already got some friends. I don't know, well... It's an interesting song. I'm not sure if it's fitting my vibe. I kind of figured out that if I cut this level, then when I do that bottom level, I can hit anything above me that doesn't sit right. And the sand from above can fall where it falls. Kind of just feels like it's going to work out. It'll make sense. It's overthinking a problem super just... I can get the beacon to turn on ever so often here. Where's the beacon? Obviously it's gonna... There we go. Oh, we're losing it. Oh man, you know what? I remember back in the day, gonna make me sound old. Minecraft worlds only used to be like 256 by 256. And that was the entire, like if you got a map, that was the map. That 50 radius, that 100 diameter on beacons was a lot more back then. That radius used to mean a lot more. Yeah, so like these bits of sand here, I can't get into them, can't get under them. Like without breaking that sand, I can't get under it to break the block. But because I'm doing the level I'm doing here, being that this is the level I need to break, and then sand will be on this level. Whatever's there, I'll end up breaking, or when I break that, and like I can easily reach one above it, but from down here, can't reach the top there. I can't reach that block. So this is just a overly complicated way to do something. And have a mob farm, I guess. Because I don't have any torches with me. Did a bunch of this last night, since I fell asleep and didn't stream, and then I woke up too late for when I'd like to stream. I decided to do a little bit of this mining out. So I got that whole area. Wait, let's get that beacon effect refreshed. There we go. Also brought more chests over. And seems like we're quickly filling those up. I should get my bow out for that creeper. Tell you what, it's almost weird wearing t-shirts. I'm usually wearing work shirts. I mean, like, they're work shirts, but they're shirts I choose to wear for work, not just forced to wear. Let's do this. Went up there for half a second. We already got... It took no time for that creeper to try and sneak in and... It's better to have the extra light than not have that sand block hanging out. Man, I don't know if you guys watched that episode of Past Life, but that was a wild finale. Man, that went hard fast. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, so if you've not seen it, check it out. Also, Past Life is a lot of fun. Or, well, Past Life as in the Life series. They don't take long to come. You little some gun. He was all hopped up on sugar. Bad parenting, if you ask me. Give a baby zombie that much sugar and expect them to behave. You know, there's a reason they keep stealing people's chickens, and it's not good parenting. You think zombies that grew up in happy households steal people's chickens to ride them around? Nah, man. They're getting awful bold. Zombies back in my day used to not be so bold. Zombies have always been that bold. Whatever that means. More sneezes. This is definitely something that could be done without streaming. You know, the amount of exciting that this is, I can only guess It's just so enthralling. Wait. Is this the thunderstorm? I've been waiting for a thunderstorm for so long. This should still work if there's no rain because of the biome. That was a big whiff. It was still a whiff. Stop moving. Okay, we're gonna have to get closer. If it's still raining, that's not a thunderstorm. Or it doesn't work in... it's... If it was a thunderstorm, it's over. That's a big if. Man, I'm trying to get mob heads. I need a thunderstorm. What's fun is I have absolutely zero plans or uses for all this terracotta I'm mining. And I have so much orange terracotta already from just doing this stuff. I'm gonna have to put some chests underneath my storage room for like deep freeze storage stuff. So I cannot bring myself to let all these blocks rot. You know how it is. It's like I don't have any use for them, but by God, I can't let them burn. I think letting things rot is one of the hardest things to do in Minecraft. Like, also, with how cheap chests are, it just feels like so much more of a waste. To just like, okay, I'm gonna mine this mountain out and leave it. What is it, one log makes a chest, or is it 2 logs make a single chest? I forget. If it's not mobs, it's him. The benefit of this is it pretty much puts all the sand on the same level, and it's like 3 above where you want it to be. It means you can mine out underneath this and it won't get in your way until you're ready for it to be put down. Kind of the way I'm doing it now, except above me everything's random heights. So when I do this down, really should put all this stuff in the same chest. I don't want this. You can have that back. I like that trick so much more than killing them. Number one, it feels more efficient in a way. Must be to the end. Down to the orange. We might need to repair this before we get done with this chunk. I'd really like to get all this floating rock, terracotta, whatever you want to call it. This pickaxe get real low. You know, I was thinking the other day that if I was an actor, I don't know that I could enjoy my movies the way other people enjoy the movies. Because I feel like I'd be too focused on myself and like, oh, I really messed that part up, or that was alright. You know, I'd be looking more at it more technically. It's like, I don't think I could enjoy a movie that I worked on the way everyone else loves a movie. It's like... But there's, like James Earl Jones. He apparently was a big fan of Star Wars. He loved Star Wars. And I think he was able to enjoy Star Wars because he not only got to watch it with his own voice as Darth Vader, but he only did voiceover work, so it would be easier for him to disconnect from that work. You know, it's like he probably watched it with the original actors who did Darth Vader with his voice, which sounds loony when you hear it. No offense to that actor. It's just... the fact of the matter is, like, all the production value didn't go into making his voice sound good. So, whereas, you know, James Earl Jones would have been able to enjoy that, watching that version of the movie separately of his own performance. But also, I think it's more to do with the fact that he's has an easier time of separating himself from the role because he only did the voice work. What's your guys' thoughts? Do you agree? Disagree? Do you think you wouldn't care if you were in a movie? You could just sit back and enjoy the movie? Have I ever noticed that ruined portal over there? Let's check her out. I think I see gold blocks. 2 mixed with lava. I need at least 3 blocks for that lava. All right. I'm so glad I finally dug this hole straight into the portal. It's so much easier than going down that ladder and making my way over. Sorry, 10 o'clock. I need to figure out what the ideal... He just went. Did you guys see that Enderman just go? Man, let's turn the sound off on this. Global 24. That was really funny to watch that Enderman just whoop. One day I'm gonna need to come and alter this platform. Oh yeah, I got wings and everything. All right. I feel like the platform's nowhere near big enough. Might even work on that today while I'm here. Once I take care. Feel like we're gonna be here for a little while. Maybe I'll find a joke while we're waiting, because we can sit here while the Endermen build up. Um... Alright, let's see. Did I have one saved? Thought I saved one. No. Make sure nobody's saying hi. Last time I went searching for jokes, people were talking to me in chat and I didn't see it. I felt like a real dickhead. Nothing more awesome than having people trying to say hi to you and you're just like, do. I'm in my own world. Don't ask where my thumb's at. Alright, let's see. Okay, let's try this one. After living in the remote wilderness of Kentucky all his life, an old codger decided it was time to visit the big city. In one of the city stores, he picked up a mirror and looked at it. Not knowing what it was, he said, "How about that? Here's a picture of my old daddy." He bought the picture, but on the way home remembered that his wife Lizzie didn't much like his father, so he hung it in the barn. Every morning before leaving for the fields, he would go there and look at it. Her husband's many trips to the barn began to make Lizzie suspicious. One day, after her husband left, she searched the barn and found the mirror. As Lizzie looked into the mirror, she fumed. So that's the ugly old bitch he's been running around with. Oh, that's cute. Drop the mark there. Let's see. So, okay, let's try this one. I don't know where this is going. The title is, Are My Testicles Black? So you know it's going to be good. A male patient is lying in bed in the hospital, wearing an oxygen mask over his mouth and nose. A young student nurse appears and gives him a partial sponge bath. "Nurse," he mumbles from behind the mask, "are my testicles black?" Embarrassed, the young nurse replies, "I don't know, sir. I'm only here to wash your upper body and feet." He struggles to ask again. "Nurse, please check for me. Are my testicles black?" Concerned that he might elevate his blood pressure and heart rate from worrying about his testicles, she overcomes her embarrassment and pulls back the covers. She raises his gown, holds his manhood in one hand and his testicles gently in the other. She looks very closely and says, "There's nothing wrong with them, sir. They look magnificent." The man slowly pulls his oxygen mask off, smiles at her, and says, very slowly, "Thank you very much. That was wonderful. Now listen very closely. Are my test results back?" Yeah, that's a good one. That was a good one. I like that one. Well, you're not. They're not coming down very fast, are they? You know what? Let's... We're not here for this. I feel as though... Might be better if... Oh my goodness. I was thinking this would go quicker than this. I feel like I need at the very least, 4 stacks of 64. Maybe 7 or 8. Because if I, what is it? 60, yeah. The 64 is just like an 8x8 space. So if I go 8x8 out one way, 8x8 out the other way, and so on and so forth, that makes a big plus. So then, shoot. I'm screwed up. And I was not prepared. He's probably despawned. I probably got far enough away from him. That was big dumb. Right, I think it should be alright. So yeah, if I do an 8x8 square out each side, then I need to fill in the other parts to make it a full square. So then I need 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. I need like 8 stacks to make a full... Of course, I don't remember what the width of the thing is. This is very much a chill, relaxing song, but it's so quiet, I can barely hear it. And normally the music's so loud in my ear. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So if any show up on my hotbar, then I know I've got 8 full stacks. Oh, yeah. Tell me, this doesn't look like little crater marks. You know? And Enderman? Those are based off a version of an alien. Like, Slenderman is what they're based off of. And Slenderman was an alien. So you have shulkers that give you 0G, ships that fly, literal spaceships, end cities that look like space stations, if you really think about what a space station looks like. The main block that all of these asteroid-looking islands are made up of look like pitted from, you know, strikes. Other asteroid strikes, smaller asteroid strikes. Kind of reminds me of the moon text, you know. Obviously, this is a much different scale than if you look at the moon, but yeah. It's like the only thing that doesn't quite totally fit with that narrative is the chorus fruit that make you teleport. Now, that's just sort of, I mean, Star Trek had teleporters. You could even argue that sort of a thing. You know, not a lot of non-space based sci-fi has teleporters. To be honest, a lot of sci-fi doesn't have teleporters. How far along are we? We're pretty far. We're almost there. Hey, that was 3-4 minutes ago. And a bot. We're almost there. We almost got it. All right, let's... It doesn't look like it's quite centered anymore. I looked at some... Or were they angry about the... Could be that they're just angry about the dude. I don't know. Oh, that was weird. Okay, so... 1. Okay. And then 1. This is layer 2. Having these little kickouts make it a little easier to keep track of what I'm doing here. Try and keep them. Feel like I should still do that after. So it's like now, that was an entire stack just to go around that, not even once. Yeah, so we're around once, and that was a stack. Just over a stack. Does the hole need to be bigger? Like they're just... Or does the dude need to be higher up? Maybe he needs to be higher up. Like if he's higher up, they'll go under it more, maybe? It's like, I feel like I need to get a piston under it and push it up. There we go. They're going, though. You know what? While I'm doing this, they should be building up down there and hopefully not be spawning. Fingers crossed. I was planning to just build blocks out each side of, you know, blocky platforms and then build in the, you know, fill it in where the corner places, but I think this is probably the better way to do it. And then, boom. So that way, when I get back to here, I know I'm caught up. Also, there. I was gonna say, you know, you probably build this as large as you want, and it doesn't matter. But there is a point where you build it so big, the people on the outside, when they spawn in near the edges, they might not see the endermite. So I don't know how much bigger I should go with this. I feel like that hole is full of endermen. And there's a really neat enderman farm I've seen where it's literally a farm. It's like a melon and pumpkin farm. Or maybe just a melon farm, because melons are the one that, you know, if you break them in it with anything other than a silk touch, you get slices, and that just really halts everything, slows everything down. Cool, so there's only like 4 in here. After all that time of being up there, they just came and went. They despawned. It's cool. Well, I guess I flew away and came back. That must have caused them to despawn. Like if I just dropped down the chute and then threw an ender pearl to get out, there may have been a bunch down here. I also feel like I'm not sure if I made this deep enough. Because most of them are one-hit kills, but they're not all one-hit kills. Like, did I make it one too short? Should I put a step down right here and bring this down and bring that down? God, I don't want to do that. And I certainly don't want to move all that up one. So we're kind of at an impasse. Honestly, the easier thing is move this space down one. And we're starting to turn a little lime green on our durability. But we're getting there. I'm glad I have this muted, because this sound is awful of Enderman. It is almost 11 o'clock. I'm thinking at some point in time I need to make like a zombie piglin gold farm. Maybe combine that with a piglin trading station. It's just so much easier to do that in Java with the nether roof. The nether roof is so oh my gosh, that really changes your nether experience completely. Like the Nether in Java versus the Nether in Bedrock, it's a completely different experience because you can use the Nether roof. Well, sound effect said bye. We're not going to mess with that. We've just about... See, like, that guy's... took like 4 hits. But these guys all took 1. Like, why? Also, we're done here. So let's roll out, huh? Like, tell me that's not like an asteroid with some weird alien structure. If I had I could get torches. You know what? Let's get that egg. I've been putting off getting the egg. Let's get that egg. 'Cause I can use those torches. Where'd it go to? There. Bingo. And you put that in our ender chest. There's our butter chest. Butter. Ender pearl. We need, we're kind of at the point where it's kind of pointless to keep bringing back ender pearls. Being that we never use them. All right. Well, we're gonna keep mining away. We did a good chunk today. We'll probably keep mining on it tomorrow. But it's about 11 o'clock here, so I appreciate you watching. I always appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, think about giving it a like, a subscribe, a share, follow, all that stuff. And I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.